My tablet says it is 6:10. 6 o'clock. Hello and welcome to the EUGE show. We're posting on Facebook. You are looking at our guest, and I am introducing our host.
Yes. How you doing?
A guest, make some music.
Hello.
Hello.
I always go. It's a default for me.
Yeah, make the guest.
Tonight show. Yeah.
One of
Have
my
the
favorites.
guest do some music.
Oh
Jeff?
man, I
You
don't
gotta-
know. I
come
work
on.
in a music store, so I should
Do you
know.
really? Pull something.
I would go right to the Tonight Show. I should go David Letterman since I went
Please,
to Ball State, and I
please.
can't. I can't think of it at the time. Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da. I love that.
Da, da, da.
classic.
It's a duo.
It's a
We'll do it
classic.
together.
It's a-
Yeah.
it's a classic.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
hard.
one.
Yeah,
You did great.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you
you.
are watching EUGE, an inside look at chasing a dream. We talked to young comics. Me and my partner Chuck Roy. How you doing?
I'm really well. Who are you,
I'm
EUGE?
Eugene Kenny, and by the way, I'm
We
Eugene.
started on time,
Wow, that's amazing.
and we're broadcasting, and welcome to you.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. If you're watching us live, or if you're watching us on the after we upload it.
After we upload it on YouTube, yeah. So-
EUGEshow.com or YouTube or ChuckRoy.com.
Yeah, you are our huge audience.
You are. We love you. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
We what we do here is we talk to young comics, up and coming, and just starting out, and we talk to them and get to know what's going on in their lives here in the Denver comedy scene. We pretty much one of the hottest comedy scenes here in the country.
Yeah, definitely
I would
is.
say.
Gotta move.
Yeah. All right.
Pick
First,
a coast.
let me introduce our guest, and we'll get right into that. Our guest, Jeff Albright. Jeff,
Hello.
how are you, man?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me, Eugene.
Thanks
Chuck.
for coming. I really appreciate it. Jeff is how long you been in the business now?
This is my year anniversary this
Wow.
month, actually. So not very
Whoa,
long.
hey.
Thank you.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
job.
Jerry,
Good job,
nice.
man. Good job.
Right on. Okay, so Jeff's been in the business a year now.
A year solid. I mean, I did some stuff in the early '90s in college, but as far as like really getting going and being serious about it, a year.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I just wanted to introduce you, and we'll get
Hello,
we'll
everyone.
get back to you. We'll run some of your stuff.
Yeah.
You did our show last Friday night.
Friday
I
night,
got
yeah.
some of that on film. It's going to be really nice.
We're done talking to you, Jeff.
We're done. But for
that's
right
all we
now-
want to hear from a new guy.
All right, guys.
The rest of the show is about making a new guy sit uncomfortably
Sit uncomfortably.
while
That's it.
he has to wait until we call
Exactly.
on him.
And Chuck Roy.
That's
you,
me. I'm good.
Good. Welcome
I'm really
back.
good.
You were just.
Can we go over the camera angles before? I know
Yeah,
what
what
you're
do we-
leading into. I
Okay,
know what
all
you're
right.
leading
What- you
into.
wanna look through
But
it?
the people were watching me
Okay,
work the
we got
camera
that.
angles, and I want to explain to people
Wait, all right.
how
Go ahead.
thrilled we are.
What are we doing? Explain. Go ahead. I'll
You-
work the cameras.
We did it. You walk them through it. You know what
Okay.
what do
All
we
right.
got?
This
It's your
this is-
system.
All right, cool. We do the broadcast on VidBlaster, which is the program that we use to broadcast.
Oh yeah.
And we love it.
And we broadcast from where?
We broadcast from Ari's Tavern
Ari's.
in Denver,
They're
Colorado.
terrific. We do
Yeah.
like Ari's
Great
Tavern.
bar.
Thank
Great
you,
bar.
nice audience. Thank you. Oh, the folks at home are clapping too.
Yeah, I can hear 'em.
Oh, a nice round of applause for the folks at home for clapping. Ari's Tavern features 5 for 20 shots of Fireball.
Yeah, 5 for 20.
5 for 20.
Yeah.
People
Dangerous.
love Fireball. 5 for 20, that works out. And they have a new wing flavor, habanero pineapple.
And it's really good.
Yes.
It's really good.
Did you have it?
I've had it.
Here
I've
at the
had it.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Ari's Tavern.
Actually,
Want to say thanks to them. They're our location.
They are our location.
Great
and
bar.
thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
So
And-
Super Bowl I'm going to make the news wait. How about that?
wow, here we are I guess the unhappiest place on earth right
really.
now.
It is the happiest place on earth.
Denver, Colorado.
You know
If
something?
you
What
are
was
a
cool
Broncos
today
fan,
is
wow.
watching on Facebook the amount of people who had congratulations for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I was at Elway's at the airport, which was empty. But at the finale of the game, there were 10 people there, and the 4 people in Broncos jerseys across from me all applauded the game and said, "Congratulations, Seahawks." And I said, that was classy and America should be proud. So
Yeah.
all day it seemed like people have said the right thing about losing.
It was
too good to see.
It wasn't a loss you could brag
it
about.
was devastating.
Yeah, it was.
It was hard to.
It felt like it was over at 2-0.
Oh,
It
really?
did.
Seriously, it
Yeah.
really did. When the
Yeah.
ball went out the back, something deflated.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing, something just deflated. Anyway. But-
Jeff, did you grow up here?
I've been here about 14 years now. I actually grew up in Indiana.
No, that's cool.
I'm keeping him included.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Folks, I have wicked big news that Eugene is trying to get to.
Big news.
And
We'll get to it
keep
later.
making him wait.
All right, well,
He's ready, man. He's
We'll
brimming.
get to it later. Did you grow up here? You were from Colorado?
I've been here 14 years. I actually grew up in Indiana originally.
All right, on. What
Yeah.
part of Indiana?
I was born in South Bend. I went to college in Muncie, Indiana. Go Ball State.
I love Ball State.
Yeah,
Chuck loves
the
Ball
state of being, or
Ball State is a state of mind and a place to go.
Chuck is a big fan of Ball State.
Yeah.
Ball State. It's I got to get you a hat.
That degree just dangles on your wall.
Yes.
You're in good hands with Ball State.
Well, they are.
In the winter, your degree is 2 feet higher up the wall.
You got loose fitting
Is
frame.
this wrinkled? This is wrinkled. I'm done. I'm almost done.
Instead of the my son goes to Ball State, they literally have balls.
Oh yeah.
Ball State. They just say state on them.
Yep.
I love that.
I would like to win a Ball State Cup in any fashion I could.
The hats are the best because all the hats just said "Ball U" on them. That was the hats everybody loved to wear. The "Ball U."
All you.
Doesn't
Dude.
work for you, but
Oh my God. A Ball U koozie would be my favorite thing.
that's David Letterman's alma mater, though. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wow.
So what got you started? I mean, comedy. Why?
It's something I've always wanted to do. I think the thing that I guess that first influenced me when I was very, very young was the TV show Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
I was born the year that Saturday Night Live aired, and I've just always felt a kinship to the show, and just have loved everything and every cast member and all the spin-offs and the movies. And I think that the writing aspect of being on that show, I've always wanted to be on it, but as a writer, not an actual person. And I just, from the youngest of age, when kids wanted to be firemen and policemen, I wanted to be a writer on Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
But then life happens. Ball State being a Playboy party college, that got me steered in the wrong direction. And then one day I woke up and I was like, it's time to do this.
It's time to be a comic.
Yeah, at 39, I finally woke up and it's like, it's time to do this. So.
That's nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
So-
where was your first set?
The first, I'm pre-open mic or anything, I did a set at Herman's Hideaway. It was in front of like 80 people, and it was at a hip-hop show. But a friend of mine was the headliner, and I said, I've been wanting to do comedy. He said, I'll give you 20 minutes.
Oh,
so
wow.
I did about 15 to 20 minutes in front of about 80 people. I was pretty drunk. It was my birthday, and but I did it. And so I felt starting with a big show, kind of like that, just it was something where going to the mics and doing things like that afterwards just felt there wasn't much pressure,
So
I
what
guess.
did?
And
what
when
does
do you
one
plan to
for
do
20
comedy?
minutes? On his, yes,
I'm sorry?
On his first show. What does one,
Sorry, I didn't know what to do.
what does one do for 20 minutes on it?
Did I just? Come on, I was teasing. Did I just drive the line through, or what was I supposed to do, boss?
That's perfect.
No, I had
How did
been
that
writing
work?
stuff, so I'm kind of a self-deprecator if you've ever seen my act, and I just got up there and kind of did some basic, student loans and drug addiction, or things like that, just kind of basic stuff, and it went well. I got a great response, and my friend had me back. My second show ever was at Herman's Hideaway again, so it went really good.
Herman's Hideaway right here in Denver.
Yeah, great
Right
spot,
on.
right on
All right.
South Broadway.
All right. Well, let's just have a look at. You did our show at Ari's
Friday, yeah.
Friday night. Yeah, let's have a look at a piece of your
Is
set.
this it?
Oh, awesome.
Where's the player? It's right there.
The player's right here,
Thank you.
sir.
Did you even have to ask?
Just hit the play button. Just hit the play button.
I look like a floating head
And
on
then
this
click in
video.
there. Click in there. There you go. Yeah. This is the beginning of the show.
This is
I thought
exciting.
I had it cued.
Do I need
better than
audio?
that. I'm bringing it right up now.
Look at that.
Whoever was it went well. I got a great response, and my friend had me back. My second
Wait,
show ever.
that's the double up. We're over here somewhere still online.
We're gonna try.
We're going to turn that off. And we're going to turn that off.
Oh no!
And now we're going to bring this up again. We did our show at Ari's.
Friday, yeah.
Friday night.
All right.
Let's have a look at a piece of your set.
This is.
Where's the player? It's
Oh look, the host wore his coat.
Yes.
I left my coat.
You got to wear the light colored. I find out here why. And
It's
it's like,
crazy. I don't have my coat
What we do
on.
here, Friday Night Showcase, we showcase some of the best up-and-coming comics.
That's enough of me. I don't care if you turn it up. Well, couldn't I have it queued up better than that?
Overwhelming urge to go to my grandmother's house and kick her door in,
Oh, that's a good
shove her to the ground and steal her VCR, like they do
You look
in
like a
these
floating
commercials, and just run out of her house. And then I got outside and I realized, well, VCRs aren't worth shit anymore. So I took it back and I put it back. and I was going to help my grandmother off the ground.
Do you hear the
but then
person talking in the
remembered I bought her the
microphone?
life alert the year
That's a
before, and I
bargain.
was like, well, Grandma, if I keep helping you up, you're not going to get your money's worth out of it. She was like, that's my boy. No, I'm kidding.
This is what an
Weird
open
watching
mic set sounds like, everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, acoustically,
Like
we-
15 to 20 vitamins and minerals that you would get in a day, but it gives you 500% of each one of those vitamin and minerals at one time. So that's what got me. There's really nothing.
Glad we
in life
started
that
with
I
me
want 500%.
pushing my grandmother down. That was
Whether it's sex with my new
Never
wife
happened.
or a really good pizza, I'm about 85% at this point. I got to save a little energy.
No, and I pull my phone out here too.
Oh, do you really?
Oh no, let's see this. I want to see
It
this.
was a bad. I think I did.
Year last year.
You're reaching for it.
No,
you
I
were
haven't. Okay,
reaching
I don't
for
do it here.
You were reaching for
I
it.
know.
All right, we're gonna
I
discuss
was at
what
a
goes
party
on there.
and I was really tired. And they were
What
like,
makes you
"Oh,
go for your
I'm gonna
phone?"
go home."
I don't know. I never do it. I never do it at an
In
open
my
mic.
mind,
I
it was
rarely
like a
use
light bulb
notes,
went off in my head.
and
I was like,
I
well,
think
why
I
not?
forgot to leave it not in my pocket. I forgot to leave it in my coat and just a nervous habit. I
What do you
didn't need
Yeah,
it.
but what information are you looking for?
I didn't, none. It was like a weird, like I thought, I was in between
Sure.
thoughts and thought I needed to look at my note, got the phone out and didn't even need to look at it. So it was just
Okay, so you were looking for your note.
I
Like, what
guess,
was
yeah,
next?
subconsciously I might have been, but I never actually opened the note. I just got the phone out and it was kind of strange.
I also
try hard not to use notes.
I decided to quit smoking marijuana.
you
happened to be
definitely
the
went to
week
it,
that I
right?
voted to make it legal.
Now you
I pushed the button and then I just pushed it off and went back.
I don't want to do it, but I want everyone else to do it.
put your drink on us.
I'm not going to stop.
Right here. Put your drink right here.
Oh, there it is, there it is.
Hey, we should do comedy advice like this. Dear comedians, this is where you put your drink.
I'm kind of
Right on.
superstitious, so I was like, I'm going to wear the hat. And also, I went to go get a haircut today.
Oh, this is
because
good.
I haven't cut my hair in a while.
See my
And I was like, man, I'm going to go get it. I usually do it myself. But when I walked in, I looked at the barber, and he goes, man, the only thing I can do for you is the Fraser crane. You know, it's just like, damn, dude. Well, the Cheers ended a long time ago. I was like, you think you could have updated your skills a little bit?
All right, all right.
That's all I got.
A little reveal the bald spot joke.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got a bill in the
Gotta
mail
do
the
it.
other day, like I said, for $40,000. And I decided, well,
There we go. So,
Shows
Okay, so
vulnerability.
you got some joke telling skills.
it is a whole lot of self-deprecation, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I've kind of, through doing the open mics, I just found certain material that I couldn't do and could do, and it's just, so I found it best just to turn the mic or to turn the camera back onto myself more than anything.
What was your goal before you found you had to do self-deprecation?
Just to make people laugh, but
About what were the jokes that were getting you in trouble?
I guess if there were any racial undertones at all, even if it was an intellectually done joke, being that I found that it just, even making fun of a McDonald's commercial, you know what I
Okay.
mean? They would have African Americans in it, but doing it in a playfully way, I would just, people wouldn't react well to it. I don't know if it's the beard or just, and a lot of people would
probably
tell me,
the
that's a great
words.
joke, that's a
Probably
great
the
joke,
words.
don't worry about it. Well, no, it'd be jokes just to make you think, you know, it wasn't,
Yeah.
I would never use any racial,
Well,
any-
there, you know, if you're doing a joke to make someone think,
yeah,
you're generally a joke is done to make someone laugh.
right. Well,
So where you're,
I'll
I'm not
tell you
saying,
one.
I'm
I'll
saying,
even-
you know, by guessing your own editing or your own critical review, is that you're married too much to the ideas, specifically the words, as
Right,
opposed to
right.
hearing the feedback and going, we're not laughing with you yet
Yeah.
on this idea.
Yeah.
You know, and,
And it was-
so to go ahead.
comedians, I would get good feedback from the comedians, but it would be the
Sure,
audience
those
who
are
felt. I
assholes.
think it felt. Well, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I think they felt nervous to laugh.
Did any of them have a
in
movie
public
coming
about
up?
Maybe, or we're working on a movie. right. No.
Sorry, I'm teasing. I'm teasing
definitely.
my
Here's
friend
what I-
through you.
Here's
Sorry.
what I wanted to talk to both of you about. I recently read an article written by someone here in Denver, Colorado, who spoke to the fact that the Denver comedy scene was too hot, too many mics,
Right.
too many comics, too many good comics. Thoughts?
That was. It was. I think it was Andrew Overdahl.
Right.
The article. It was a great
was
article by
Andrew
Andrew.
Overdahl.
Great article, Andrew. Not that he's watching, but.
Right, exactly.
But no, I
If we
loved
do
it.
this right,
I
he will.
I reposted it right away. What I said, I thought it was good for a lot of comedians to read that are on my level in their first year of comedy that had either been new to town, and I run an open mic myself, so I'm contributing to that that stack of open mics. I thought it was a very realistic view of the scene, and you know what I mean.
What were 3 takeaways you thought were realistic?
Well, I thought one of the main things was this, and I've been working in the music industry in this town for a long time, so I'm seeing it on that end as well, is that you don't have to leave Denver to make it. I mean, there is this pull to go to New York or LA, both for musicians and comedians, but with what Andrew stated is that you can be based in this city, but there's, you know, if you're looking for consistently paid work where you're going to be a full-time comic in Denver, it's going to be hard. So you're going to inevitably have to hit the road, do the college circuit, you know, be in Cleveland on a Tuesday, and
is that the takeaway from it?
Well, and also don't quit your day job is kind of what I was, because I've had a day job for a long time and a very consistent one, and it's like nothing. For me, it was like, don't quit your day job. Just try to, you know, try to maintain. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure.
Sure.
People.
No, I've been reflecting on the article for 5 days.
Sure. The old guys need to move.
Yeah. Why within the description of the article, or did you get a takeaway? The article describes, in the article description, it says the old guys don't move.
Right. Yeah.
So what is your takeaway from that? The premise of the article seemed to have this focus on the old guys don't move, and I didn't understand how that applied to me. I'm older than Andrew Orvidal.
Right.
Well,
yeah. Well, I think he meant it. It's just in a trend way, as far as like they compared Chicago and Seattle to us, let's say.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want you to get it, because I'll ask him what he meant.
Right.
Yeah.
But what was your takeaway, or to you, how do you think it applies to you, new comic? You know,
the article
his
itself.
point, like his point. Yeah, just be careful like that. Don't speak for Andrew. I'll get his opinion. I guess is how I want to say that. And
no, it didn't speak to me that I needed to move. I don't feel like, but like I said, I'm starting late into my late 40s. I have a job that I really love. So to me, there isn't this, and I'm married, there isn't this grind to like, I got to get out of Denver. I got to make it in New York. I got to make it in LA. I could spend the rest of my years doing comedy in this city, and loving and enjoying it. So to me, there isn't, and I love it here. I'm not from Colorado, so it was a dream of mine to always be in this state. So for someone not from here, I don't have that pull to feel like, now I am going to LA at the end of the month to do some shows. Right. So it's not like I wouldn't travel, but to make my base I'm 90% sure will always be.
Yeah, I think your first takeaway was that you were going to have to tour, and that was...
Yeah. It just made me...
go through, for the audience who might not have read the article, he walked through 4 or 5 examples of places he has thought of moving to. Right. And I think he came to the conclusion that if people are going to stay in Denver, we're going to have to make an infrastructure.
Correct. Right. Yeah.
And then I like the article too, except I'm just wondering why the conclusion, like why the part, and what does it say to younger people that there's an article out there that says blatantly the old people aren't moving.
Right.
I don't know, and it seemed to focus on that more like it was a problem, not like it was helpful.
Is it that they aren't moving or not moving? Or
none of them are. I'm not moving. I have no intention of moving. I moved here.
Right. That's what I.
And that the article spoke. You know, it focused on people who do cruise ships.
Yeah.
As if, and then that they just won't move. And so I didn't understand. And I don't want to ask you about that. Like, I kind of want to know what the net effect of the article is on brand new people.
Okay,
do you think people like me have to leave town?
No, see, I thought it was almost the opposite. That to me, I took it as that they aren't moving because they don't have to move. There isn't this feeling of I've got to get out of Denver. It's the feeling of why should I leave Denver? I don't need to leave Denver with the internet, with just Twitter and Facebook and just everything that you can do to reach out to people across the world. You don't have to leave. So I didn't think he put it as a refusal to leave Denver. It was me taking it as he wasn't saying a refusal to leave Denver, but a why should I leave Denver?
That's definitely my, or my reaction to reading the article was like, why should I leave?
Yeah,
I just want, and I wondered what
I'm gonna hit my mute button.
The net effect would be like on next generation comedians. Were they gonna look at? Because it seemed to be like the header or the get your attention focus of the blog post. Denver's got a great comedy scene. Is it getting too successful?
You're right.
Because the old people won't move. And that can't be the case.
No, I don't see that.
His final conclusion that we have to carve out our own niche, I think, is the case. That you have to create your own industry, and or each artist individually. If you're going to try to live off of this, then you've set an expectation. You've set a budget, and what do you think? I mean, when you say live off of, it generally implies.
And Deacon spoke to the budget aspect of it, of just cutting down on everything as much as you can on your monthly. You know,
sure.
If you're going to be a full-time paid comedian in this town, the budget was a big.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah, and then I think we have to focus on things like revenues and earnings. It's you have to, not only your costs, but you got to grow where can you earn your money from.
Yeah, and that's one thing I tell a lot of comedians this, or people that are booking, or even me trying to get people to come into my open mic, is that I've always considered this city a music city. This isn't Austin, but it's a very music generated, and people with disposable income, one of the first things they're doing are buying concert tickets. It's so, the comedy market, if they have disposable income for that, it's a secondary, sometimes a tertiary, thing they're going to spend their money on.
Sure.
So that's the one thing I loved about the article, is as a group getting a bigger fan base for comedy in general in Denver. That it's kind of the comedian's responsibilities now to get out there and find people.
Yeah.
I mean, I work tons of people that I try, that you get them to go to their music shows, but trying to get them to go to a comedy show or come into your open mic.
Try to get them to go twice.
It's tough.
Sure.
It's really tough.
Yeah, it's a tough
How much do you think you're going to earn, or do you want to earn from comedy? How about
Man,
both of those?
to be honest
How
with
much
you,
do you
Chuck,
think you'll earn, and
What's
how
your
much
dream?
do you want to earn?
I don't think about money.
Next 5 years.
I never ask if I'm getting paid for a show.
Sure.
Eugene has actually been one of the nicest people to me, is offering me nice paid gigs.
Okay.
But I never ask.
So how much do you think you're going to earn? I found your answer, but
I mean, I can tell you I made $100 this year. You know what I mean? And it was great. It was a little extra income. People were like, count your free drinks, and I guess I didn't count my free drinks, but
sure.
I don't think about it because I'm married with no children, so I can't. There's a word for that. But my wife and I, we both have well-paying jobs, so we're not hurting financially. So I do comedy for the love of comedy. If I can make a little money, if I could make $1,000 in 2 years, let's say, turn my 100 into 1,000, my 1,000 into 2, that would be unbelievable for me. The fact for anyone to hand me a $10 or $20 bill for coming and doing 10 minutes of jokes to make people laugh believe me, man, that's unbelievable.
It really is. It's something that most people that love to do it would do for nothing.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about it. And that's the problem. With this
that's
business
the problem.
Too.
Well,
what's your net effect on the art now?
I
understand.
People don't appreciate the monetary value of what they do.
Well,
a lot of comics.
I host my open mic for free, and a lot of people are giving me grief about that. And it's not that it's been offered to me and I said, no, I'll just do it. It's just one of those things. If I do want to get paid, I have to charge people to come to an open mic at the door, and I can't do that. I like providing a space, and
it's every show is going to have a case by case basis, but this is going to be a complex question. Because I agree with all of your passion about art and shows. I find that I have the same art and passion 21 years later for joke telling.
Never gets
and I just I do not want to, and I don't think we as an industry want to be looking at the top tier earners in town and be like, well, live off less.
You shouldn't have.
Well, you have to. And you should have to. It's just until you bring revenues up. So as you say, if we're growing our audience, that's one thing, but are we growing our free audience? There's plenty of ways to entertain people for free, open mics and all of that. But I guess, now, do you have a future in mind with comedy? And do you ever think you'd be like, I want to earn a living off of this? And
I do. No, I do think about it.
You can't tour and do the day job.
No, I definitely cannot. And to your point, now, if I lost the day job for some reason tomorrow, and then my whole opinion would change about how much money I expect to make in comedy, because then I'm sure my drive would be, which it shouldn't be based on if I do not have a day job, but the drive, I think, would become more of a desperation drive of this is my passion, this is what I want to do, I have to make this work monetarily. For myself and my wife, make it work. So, but each year, you know, to progress. I want to progress. I do want to make money, and I do definitely want to. You don't want to go down. You want to go up. You want to climb that ladder.
How much would you have to make to replace a salary?
A lot.
Man, well, I'm still hourly at my job, even though I've been there, but I'm a vested employee, so I get profit sharing and everything.
How much would you have to make to replace all
Man,
of that?
I'd say 20. I'd have to hit
that
about
real?
the
That's
20
real.
something, at least 20-something thousand on a low end.
And you'd have to be, and plus you'll need
Plus your
pension
insurance and whatnot, right?
I get that all through my wife, luckily.
Nice.
Yeah, but you'll want to make pension contribution.
Correct, yeah,
and,
definitely, yeah.
Obama's new MIRA, the new MIRA, you'll want to pay, you know, regular health insurance.
Yeah.
The idea is to want to do these things.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of Obamacare.
Right.
The purpose of Obamacare is to get people to buy insurance.
Yes.
Providing for their own insurance. And then the purpose of, I think Andrew's call to action on set up an industry infrastructure is then set up an industry infrastructure. I could talk about that all day. And I want to get to your art. But your passion for your art comes out as we talk about, like, say, the financial responsibility of the dream. You know, I get that you're a serious artist, and then I kind of want to. I know that other people listen to this who are brand new.
Yeah.
And so, what does someone at your level, when you're at open mics, give me an average of the people? Do you think a lot of them want to earn? And what would they like to earn? Even if it's nothing, if they all agree with you, you know what I mean? If they all have that passionate answer, go ahead with that. But
man, I think a lot of people, if they could make just, you know, a couple $100s a month that are at the younger, the very starting, and as far as younger, I mean age-wise, fresh out of college or a couple years out of high school, if they could, you know, make enough money where they could live with 4 or 5 people in an apartment and pay their bills and have their phone turned on and start with no bad credit. If you have no bad credit, no credit cards, and you're going into it really fresh, I think that's the way to do it. And then you can, I think you can really, if you play your cards right, you work the internet well, you can I think you can make that money. But it's like you said, it's got to be.
Look, the customers are there. You identified the market. You said Denver is a music market. I knew that.
Yeah.
Denver has Red Rocks. Red Rocks shows other things besides music.
Yeah,
but the predominant customer at Red Rocks is music. And that is the best economic definition of proving you correct. This is a music city.
Yes, definitely. Music
rules the best venues. Well, the sports rule the biggest venues.
Yeah.
You want to pop a caption?
And that's sports town
After a break or something, we'll talk about ours. Let's get to the end of the economic conversation, and then we'll take a break, pop a caption, and get into joke talking.
Sweet, I love it.
So let's talk money for open mic, opener, feature. Tell the kids what the levels are, and tell your family where you think you're going on those levels.
Well, I mean, I host an open mic, most people I talk to, you know, you host a mic, you get 10, 20 bucks, maybe you get a free tab, you know, that's something. I haven't got feature money yet, so I can't speak to that, but in general,
what do you think it is? I'll tell you quick.
Man, 50 bucks?
Yep, sure.
Yeah,
50 to 100.
I've gotten $20 several times, $10 here and there for
doing about how much time on stage?
10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And feature time is about?
That's 20, 30. I mean, I can
30.
do 20, 30 minutes, but usually it seems about 30 minutes for people.
And then the final spot in the show, you call that?
Well, let's say feature 15, and then the final spot, let's say, 30 minutes. Yeah.
What do you call the last spot in the show?
Headliner.
Headliner. And what do you think headliner money is?
Man, I would hope 50 to 100 bucks, but it depends on where you're at. I don't.
Yeah,
you know.
I would hope 250.
Right? Yeah, definitely. Not doing it.
Look, if here's the example, you know, if you're doing an open mic and
you're saying in town,
in almost any town, at a good comedy club, about 250 to headline plus your expenses in getting there if they flew you in and back is where you're looking to go.
Yeah.
But it can get down to 175. And we can't let it get to 150.
No.
You know, read any article on money, printing, and inflation. And that's why we can't. Obamacare got one of our costs down, insurance. And if you make less than $25,000, you can get cheap insurance.
Right.
It just, now you got to figure out, if that's your goal, you know, and you want to move to 50, is how many of those headlining spots can you add, and your crooks of those, based on if the conversation is how to make money, you know.
And I think another key, is to be well-rounded, is to be able to host,
Yeah.
a show. A lot
Right.
of people just do stand up. I mean, I do sketch comedy. I'm in a sketch comedy group.
Sure.
I host my own open mic. I've hosted for Eugene here
Yes.
at Ari's Tavern.
Yeah, so
did a
you
great
said
job.
you. I'm stepping all over.
That's
you.
all right, that's
you,
right.
You said you opened for your. You started by opening for a music friend,
Mm-hmm.
and so that is an opportunity, one, to just tell jokes passionately,
Yeah.
and then two, not a lot of comedians trying to get out there opening for bands.
No, and that's another good point. Is since we talked about there's a lot of money in the music industry, I think that's the thing that comedians have to start talking to, because we have friends in bands. Everybody knows somebody that's in a band. Start talking to these people and saying, let's do mixed genre shows. Let's get some more of a performance art type thing where
Right.
you have maybe
Yeah.
spoken word, you have comedy, you
Yeah.
have music, you have just
Yeah, it's
dance.
going on. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know
No, it
there's
does.
people
Yeah, yeah.
screaming, going like, "I do that." And
No,
we
but-
know,
Right.
we
Let
know you do
everybody
it.
know, yeah.
But it's fun to hear you
Right.
theorize what the scene should be like.
Yeah, just so it's not just a comedy show. And then the people who are coming are going to say, wow, that comedian was funny. I'll find them on Facebook, then you find what they're doing. They go to shows that they're at, and then they see the other comedians on the bill.
his dream.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I want to know
It
what your
should
dream
be, it
is
should
now.
be.
What would be if you had it all? Where are we
I
going?
said it to be a writer on Saturday
a
Night
writer on
Live.
Saturday Night
yeah,
Live?
not even on the show. I mean,
Just
really,
a writer.
to be in that room on that table with a group of people.
Writing is fun.
and to
Writing-
bounce
group
ideas.
Writing is an amazing deal.
Yeah, I'm better
I
at-
enjoy
yeah.
every second of it.
I feel I'm better at group writing now. The guys in my sketch group are like, "This, he needs to show up." But I feel like I'm better in that group setting than I am just individually, kind of sitting there by myself, forcing pen to pad.
I wanted to say right here that Abby Alt, my friend, Abby Alt,
Abby's one of my favorites.
yeah, she's very. She's going to be adding to the plethora.
Oh, beautiful.
of open mics here in Colorado.
Oh, good.
We were going to Skype in, but I so far hadn't been able to figure out how to get it done.
All right.
But what I'm going to do is we're going to put Abby's.
This is exciting.
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
It's
We're
exciting.
going to get a ghost for
People
just
have been
one.
wanting more Wednesday night mics, so
We're going to get a ghost for 1 second, Chuck Roy.
Sorry, I
Nice.
don't have a cough button.
And yes, right. And where's my? Here it is.
This is exciting.
This is-
We're
I'm-
ghosted now.
I'm thrilled. And we're gonna.
I'm
do
a
this.
ghost. I'm a ghost.
And
What are we doing, buddy?
we are bringing. Where's my?
I'm choking into the audiences.
See, that's Abby's new open mic.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be hosted by Abby Alt. I should probably put a little more information in there. Read that off of there. Where it's going to be. What's going to
I'm
be.
busy getting
I got you.
texted
No.
by the movie producer.
Devon's Comedy Open Mic, hosted by Abby Alt. Sign up 7:45 p.m. at Devon's Pub and Cigar Bar. Free admission, 21 over. Smoking inside allowed. This is every Wednesday.
Get the hell out of here.
4992 East Hampton in Denver.
All right, let me
Hit
ghost-
Abby up on Facebook.
Yeah, hit Abby up on Facebook. Let me ghost it again, and then we'll get the whole thing up on the thing this time. And
She's
there.
great.
I love it a lot. There we go. That's it. Right there. So
Nice. There it is.
check it out. This Wednesday is when it starts. So this will be her first show.
Yes.
I'm going to stop in myself.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to stop
I
in.
will
That's
be
my
there as
goal,
well.
dude. So I told her I had to try and get on at the works, but
All right.
hopefully that works out that you
So-
and I can go.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Look at me asking for my ride right
I
now.
like that. Thank you. So there we go. I just wanted to get that out. And
So let's do commercials.
let's do commercials.
I'll read the text.
Go.
Put her text back up
Oh.
if you could.
Sweet.
And then I'll read the text, and then I've got a fine commercial about Ari's Tavern. 5 for 20 shots of Fireball. That works out great. You had a good time watching the Super Bowl?
Dude,
Here at Ari's
I
Tavern?
didn't get to come to the Super Bowl, but it was great.
Okay.
Maria was sick.
Maria was here.
Maria was sick.
Oh, Maria was sick.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we
sorry.
were home in bed. But yeah.
All right. So you won that game.
Thank you.
All right. Devon's Comedy Night, Open Mic Night. Devon's? What do you
Devon's.
think?
Let me read it.
Thanks.
Devon's?
You
Did I bring it- did I take it away?
took the text away from me.
Oh, sorry, I thought you-
Hi, folks.
it's over in the other
It's
screen.
Devon's Comedy Open Mic, hosted by Abby Alt. Sign up at 7:45 p.m. Devon's Pub and Cigar Bar. Free admission, 21 plus, smoking inside
just
every
fucking with you.
Wednesday. 4992 East Hampton, Denver, Colorado. Go on Facebook. Tell Abby Alt you heard about it on the EUGE show. And that if you're trying to get some stage time, tell her you have some huge work to do.
Exactly.
And she's going to try to put you in the queue
Nice.
even better. And when you come to Ari's, have the habanero pineapple wings.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
That's their new flavor.
I
Good.
really did enjoy
Hot?
them. They're hot.
Hot.
They're hot and sweet.
And pineapple.
Yeah, the pineapple
Sweet.
sweetens it up. The habanero it fires them up. It's really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah.
Those sound delicious.
They are.
It's
amazing.
Ari's Tavern.
And at
here.
56 in Pecos. Right here.
56 Pecos. That's the place to watch a game.
Denver, Colorado. You definitely wanna come see
Rockies
it.
games, I assume, coming up.
Oh, yeah,
Nuggets games. Killer food.
Yeah.
And if you have a podcast you want to put on live, give them a call and we'll muscle you out.
And we'll tell them absolutely not.
And if you're old, you got to move.
Yeah, move.
Go
to a coast.
Don't tell them that the old people have to move thing because they are.
I'm kicked in the ass about that
I
thing,
know.
man.
I know.
One day,
that's why I brought it
Orbitol's
up.
too experienced to have on
That's
here,
why I
but maybe
brought
we
it
should
up,
Skype him. We should Skype him.
Yeah, so.
We like to have new comics.
Yeah,
but, I'd do a different show if I was trying to have an in-depth conversation with
here's the
Andrew.
thing, too.
I've been doing stuff with him
Isn't he a Growlix?
since I moved here.
Isn't he a Growlix?
Yeah, Growlix.
He was the casting director for Bobo and Blue.
But isn't he a Growlix? member?
Yes.
Oh.
He's been a part of making things amazing
Because it
here
wasn't clear by that
since
article
the day I got
that
here.
he was.
He is.
Yes.
I just
We'll discuss with Andrew.
yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
The producer of Terrible Angels was just texting me.
Really?
Her name is Una Joe.
Uh-huh.
The film was directed by Anthony Pierce. They're going to need me on set for their next film.
Nice.
Nice.
3 to 4 days
Uh-huh.
in Portland, Oregon. I read the script on the plane, and I loved every minute of reading a script on a plane.
Right.
And
I had to feel good.
It felt really good. There was a page turner. I can't say anything about it, but it's drama. I showed you Terrible Angels.
Right.
We'll show that
we
next
should-
week or
we should
something,
put that
or
clip
if we
in.
can get it later. But they do.
we can do
They
all
do.
this.
They did Ralphie May's special,
Uh-huh.
so that's how I got to know them. And they asked me to do this movie and
Nice.
another fun project. So
Nice.
I'll be working with them a lot this next spring.
Excellent. Excellent.
Great.
How was your trip
Congratulations.
to Virginia?
Virginia was very fun. Tammy
She-
Pescatelli, sold out 2 shows, gave me a little bonus because she bonus. She's nice, very nice. I'm all wrapped up in the business today. I should be talking art, but we talked podcasting. Tammy and I had great conversations off stage. We had fun sets on stage. I went 4 for 5. It was like the Broncos. I have 4 great shows, and then the 5th one fell apart so bad. And it was just one of those, was I bad or was the crowd homophobic? And, fine. I'm going to try to find the path of how I was bad. But I don't think the crowd liked hearing from a gay comic either. And it was the only audience of 5 where I ever even... There were moments where I felt that throughout other shows. But it was the only time where I was like, man, I actually just dug in and said hateful things and
Really?
I was terrible. I made the classic mistake of going oh, you hate that one?
Right.
Well, here's
Here
one
comes another
more.
one. Right.
So I did the God Hates Fags bit because it ends with Hail Marys and is explains to you the core of my faith.
Right.
And so that's my response to people when I get to a religious. It's Eric Cantor's neighborhood. I figured that out on the way out. I watched Meet the Press on Sunday morning, and they're like, Eric Cantor's on, or he was on Face the Nation, and he's like, Richmond, Virginia, and I was like, that motherfucker is from here. That if I had just known that.
Even some of the outrage at the Super Bowl commercials yesterday was blowing my mind.
I thought that some of the Super Bowl commercials were kind of boring.
Well, no, just the America the Beautiful. People were all up in arms about the different uses of the different languages used
Oh,
to
yeah,
sing the song.
I love that.
And then
I
the
love
Cheerios commercial with the biracial couple.
Well,
People were
you
just
know.
boycott Cheerios. I could not believe it.
Boycott Cheerios
and
over
Coke and Coca-Cola.
Some people in this country
over
cannot stand the idea of a black man on top of a white woman.
Yeah, as soon as they showed it, I couldn't believe it.
People actually said biracial, so boycott.
Yeah, that and Coca-Cola for using.
So I gotta buy some Cheerios.
Oh, that's
today.
nice. My joke was.
We're gonna get some Cheerios on the way home.
Yeah.
Okay, Cheerios for everybody.
I fed him
If
to
you
my white
could just
wife in
post
bed.
a photo of you eating Cheerios
Yeah,
on
please.
the huge page,
That would
we
be
should
great.
start eating
Eat some
Cheerios here
Cheerios.
next
Just-
week.
Oh, God.
And what are we gonna have?
should bring some
Cheerios and
Cheerios
Coke?
in.
Coke, yeah. I just poured the
All right.
Coke right in the Cheerios. And I was just
Might as
I'm eating
well.
both, man.
That's just,
So it is like that.
it is like that.
Richard Sherman is a great example of someone who people made a big deal
Big deal.
out of a minute and a half,
And
nobody makes a small deal out of stuff.
Right.
No, not anymore.
there's
Not
no
with
small
Twitter.
problem.
And
I'm
Facebook.
guilty of it. Today I made fun of Chris Christie on my jokes blog, just basically fat jokes.
Yeah.
And so I posted on Reddit, and this person from New Jersey is just pissed at me at the topic. He's like, this is a beat topic. And then he congratulated Seti Gomez for making like a more relevant joke. And I was like, so wait a minute, are we, we can't do Chris Christie is fat? Is
Right. That's off limits, I guess.
And
Well, he's fat.
He is.
yeah, there's like
How fat is
there's a
he, Chuck?
need for, he's the biggest thing about this scandal.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
You know, it's like I write the jokes, then I'm like, forget them right now.
Right,
right
no, they
now.
do. No, there's-
Quit talking about them.
I'll take them out.
Never see them again. But I responded to this Reddit person, you know, who like made their comment about like, you know, this topic is played, and then I know I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
I'm just making fun of Chris Christie because he's in the news and
Yeah.
he's the guy right now.
Right now, yeah.
And so, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
No, it's
What am I doing
That's your
there, Eugene?
responsibility, I think.
Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, comics are, you know, commentators.
Yeah.
That's what comics are. You know, so if you're not
what I
commenting on
feel.
what's going on, then you're not doing what you're supposed to be
Yeah, correct.
doing.
It's my responsibility.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
it.
what you get paid to do.
If you have the thought and you
Exactly.
find, that's why I love Twitter, because I will say anything on there just as a test ground. But if I have the thought, I mean within reason, obviously,
Yeah.
but I will put it out there, and
Yeah.
then, you know, I'm not going to put it on Facebook or I'm not going to do this, but I just feel like
Yeah.
there's people who want to hear the things that I am thinking about, the
Right.
things I want to say.
What's the
so-
worst thing you ever put on Twitter?
Oh man.
That's a good one.
Jeez, I don't know. I said one the other day that someone called me a bitch, I believe, because I said if Macklemore was actually Blacklemore, would people still be mad that he won? If people were mad that he won the Grammy over
funny.
Kendrick Lamar
Because he's- yeah.
because he's white,
White
people
guy.
were very upset, and I said. The joke was the word Blacklemore. I just thought that was
I like
funny.
it. I like it.
But it was more of a speaking on if this was the other way, would people still be upset about it? And people got a little upset about that quote. It wasn't the worst thing I've
Yeah.
ever said on Twitter, but it was the most recent one where someone was like name called me
Called
and
you
was
out.
yelling at me with a lot of Kendrick Lamar is the shit. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
like
Sure,
exclamation points. And I
Sure.
was like, well, I don't really like either one of them. I was just kind of putting this out there.
I'm a big fan of thrift stores, so you can. You
No,
know,
I
you
know.
know who I'm. you
Man,
know
that
who
guy,
I'm-
he's
that's my
a
man.
worker, man.
I'm serious.
That went over my head.
That's the
I'm gonna
song
pop
that
some
Macklemore
tags on the
got famous for.
Yeah,
Won the
20,
Grammy
whatever.
for it.
Yeah, it won the Grammy for. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we actually do a little thing that we call pop a caption.
All right.
Where it's just like it sounds. We pop that's going to be your screen.
Okay.
We throw some up on the. You know what I just thought of?
What's that, sir?
Wow. Let me see if
You ever thought of using the switcher during the show?
did I? No.
You
I
should more, dude.
like
Just
that?
more.
But
Yeah,
that's
people
you.
love that.
Here,
People
yeah,
love that.
Here, but what I want to do is I want to see if I can put an output module. Well, I'll do it on the next show. But next show we'll put an output module on that screen too, so you
Look
can
at
watch
that.
across.
dude. Yeah.
So anyway, there we
I
go.
like that.
Here we go. Pop a caption right there.
Oh.
What comes to mind? Here we go.
Seahawks fans, get the fuck out of my store.
I love Colorado.
This only comes in 9 inches. My last one was 12.
Dang. And the kid's on the board.
I like it. I like it. All right.
She likes that because it shoots once.
Yeah.
And then it takes a nap.
I swore I'd never pump action anything again.
Oh God.
I bet you
That may
if
not
she's
even be
holding
fun
that, she'll never give you a hand job. Huh.
What? Seriously,
man.
she better be really cute. She better be really cute.
Yeah. I should have never gave up my day job.
You said it's how many more years before you can upgrade? I'm not going to get your phone.
Your Coors Light is going to be too warm by the time I bring it back to
Is
you.
that a bird in my crotch?
Global warming affects the newest Coors Light commercial.
I'm just actually dizzy now from looking
That is-
at it more
look
than
at that.
anything.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Does this guy know there's a highway down there? He could have just
He could've
walked
just walked.
around and climbed right. You know, been like,
There are probably
That's-
people right above
that looks
his
like
head.
Route 283 goes right to the top of the peak.
Well, whoever's got the cameras, he's there.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Lend me a hand, asshole. Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
escargot.
thank you. All right.
That's corny,
What is
dude.
that? What is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Snails?
that cornmeal.
That was a
Yeah.
cornmeal. I've got the two tackiest jokes so far on that one.
That is actually escargot.
Wait,
You
yeah,
put it
look
on
at that.
together
You
before
don't know that
cook
old
it.
joke?
Yeah.
Look at that escargot.
What did the Dodge say to the? Yeah. Anyway.
I was gonna say Thanksgiving in the Snail household is slim this year. Or slim pickings.
Man, this Super Bowl party sucks.
All right.
This is the true definition of double dipping.
Oh.
Oh.
Seriously, I'll eat you.
This is what my cave looks like during hibernation. My tiger
The,
looking
the
out.
last chin I scratched before I lost my hand.
Ouch. That's a nice picture, though, right?
Yeah, that's just too
That's
cute
beautiful.
to
That's
really
cute. Wow.
Somebody from Animal Planet's gonna die for this thing.
Whoa, sorry. Hit the wrong button. All right, next up.
Okay, 3 more days, you're gonna be a rug pal. Oh, Justin Bieber is on Mad Men for an episode
Oh,
with Madonna.
are those black people?
Does she have a bulge in her crotch?
Yeah, that's what I was
She's a
wondering.
little bit of a dick there, doesn't she?
She's like, this is all my dad left me. It was a pack of cigarettes and his
And
jeans.
what
Okay, hipster men, if you own any of these, it's over.
Yeah, I think so.
It's time to put them out of the rotation. Bring them to the thrift store and trade in for something else.
Even the house there, even that grass is hipster. I mean, that is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, I would love to have a house like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Oh, wait.
Oh, what happened here?
Oh, okay. Where's,
Bobby just doesn't get how to be in a choir, and neither does Negladesh.
I was gonna say, with Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Where's Waldo sales suffering? The new game Where's Matis Yahoo is taken hold.
He's actually climbing up on their shoulders.
Has anyone seen my wallet?
It's a pyramid of some sort.
This is
A
the
beardamid, I believe it is.
2 people walk out of a Jewish parliamentary meeting.
So,
They're gonna let gays in the Olympics.
what?
We are out of here.
I'm out of here. Damn it.
Okay, Tinder in 3 more years. Just all straight dudes clinging on to the one chick who fucks. We're coming, Donna. We're coming. I am too.
I was gonna say the 15 has gotten completely out of control.
Go Seahawks.
That's very funny.
Oh, the 15 bus?
Yeah, that's the 15 bus
The
right
cul-de-sac
there.
bus.
I see it go by every day. That's it. The more economically friendly 15.
Whoa. Oh, that's just sad.
That's like Broncos hopes. Oh my God.
Did you see the game?
Yeah. A safety.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. 38 to 6.
I wanted to win.
Oh no.
I was thinking Godzilla's going to be pissed when he finds his rubber ducky in the harbor.
God.
You were close. It was foul tip.
Yeah.
Okay. This is also one of the guys who was walking out of Parliament, but this is
Yeah.
his day job.
Dude, did you see Bruno Mars?
Yeah. Hey, send me some fucking Cheerios, would you? And a nice black chick. That's a Canadian. That's a Canadian.
He's just like,
So
give me
he's
my
like,
ticket so I can be on my way. He
I'm
was
done.
going
Yeah, there you
18,000 miles an hour in a 17.5
I got no maple
mile.
syrup, so if you could, get me the sirop d'érable and donnez-moi un fils noir.
What the hell is all that stuff on the wall? What is
Fille noir.
That's the urine bottle.
This is-
I believe.
Oh, God.
It's apple juice.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Speed limit 17,500. Not for these jokes. Zing, zing, zing. Sorry.
Oh, God, and
there
we're
she is
back.
again.
She just shot that guy out of the space,
Space
shuttle.
station.
That's terrible.
Am I going to get in trouble?
Lordy. All right, cool. All right.
Jeff, what makes out a joke for you?
Yeah. How do you write? What's your procedure?
I started on Twitter. I love Twitter. I love just getting on there, and I can do my 140 characters, and then I'll take that, put it on a page, and then kind of stretch it out, fill in things, and then open mics. I'm a very spontaneous comic where I'll be telling a joke and something will pop into my head, and then I'll put it in there, and make that small joke kind of last a little longer.
Nice.
That's my thing. I like to have jokes that have space in them to grow, where you can add a tag. Yeah, definitely. But Twitter's the beginning process for me.
So you start with Twitter.
Yeah.
You put it out. Let's say, what determines whether you're going to keep that joke or not? I mean, what has to happen on Twitter for you to
nothing.
Keep writing?
Nothing really.
Okay.
It's just the process of seeing it written out on Word, and then if I get some likes and retweets, it's very nice. But it's just something. I think it's once you hit, it's the hitting send. You can write it in your book and never say it, but once you put it out there, it's out there. So that's the beginning for me. And then at that point, my joke book is basically a list of 30, 40 to 50 words at this point, and each word having a whole, running bits that go with them. And I like to take them and just kind of move them around. It depends on where I'm at, how much time I have, and I'll just pull words out of that list and try to put those together. And a lot of times in doing that, I'll find that I can build bridges between jokes, which become new jokes almost sometimes. Yeah. And I don't do it enough as I should have. Like I'm sure most comedians will say, there's never enough time to write, or the motivation.
You got to make time to write.
You do.
You really do.
Yeah,
I mean, I say it a lot, but I mean, one of my best writing partners I ever had. I always had a saying that don't get it right, get it written.
Get it written.
Because once you get it down, on paper, you got to process.
Yeah, because my memory isn't. I always think I'll remember, and then I never do.
Because it never comes back to you like it did.
Yeah.
So it's a tweet, and then that gets you some material for an open mic. Is there ever like a full set? Is that what you have? You have a set?
No, I'm good. I could do. I think about 20 to 30. I could do 30 if I work on my timing a little better. I speak pretty fast. So I get on stage and I tend to go a little too fast. My wife is always like, work on your cadence. You need to slow it down a little bit. But I'm comfortable if someone asked me to do a 30-minute set, I could definitely do that.
So do you have a routine that you think?
Yeah, I definitely have a solid 15.
That's your solid 15.
I can go into tweaking the intro maybe a little bit.
What's it about?
Right now, it starts off with my wife and I. We've been together 7 years and we don't have kids. So a lot of it's about the process of trying to have kids at this age, not having kids, and then kind of going back and being a little reflective over just college, student loans, drug and alcohol issues, non-issues, and just kind of the whole being married, being 40. But it's a lot of it's it's all personal, it's all real. I really don't tell jokes or stories that aren't real or have at least a good 85% truth.
If I came to you and said, hey, I want to book you for a clean set, give me every minute you can, what's that number?
I'm pretty confident it can be 15 to 20 minutes. I think for me, a clean set is just not cursing. Topically.
You think a clean set is not cursing?
No. I'm saying for my material, I don't.
What if I'm calling you going, I need you to open for me for 15 minutes?
If you're saying clean as in
based on I was here, you said you can do clean.
PG-13 clean, or you're talking
kids? How about just the client is paying me? They say clean, and I'm getting you $50. I'm getting 4, 2.
Once they say clean, you gotta go to church.
They want
I guess
clean.
my definition is, or my question is references to drug use, not blatant dark drug use, or alcohol consumption of alcohol, or committing to.
You tell me if it's clean.
I feel it is.
Tell me what the.
I feel it is. If I'm not getting into
are.
descriptions of intercourse or referring to any parts of my genitalia, or getting into
abortion.
Those are good.
No, I don't do abortion jokes. I don't do rape jokes. I don't do.
So that's gonna,
I really don't do jokes on violence or hardcore racial undertones.
And would you constitute those as? Would you put those in a set if someone? Yeah, I think a lot of people take the literal meaning of clean and then just try to
take away
hold some sort of lawyer contractual I totally stayed clean.
I don't.
And it's like that's a great argument. We could do that all day. We can argue semantics all day. It's just the client, the night, or the crowd, and not just the client of the night, the crowd and stuff.
I feel it's clean.
And the client.
Yeah.
If the client is asking you to get something across to the crowd, it's not up to you to change their goal.
We actually had this discussion about one of my bits about whether I thought it was clean
or not.
The topic, but
are you on your mic?
Am I?
And it's I guess it's such an individual thing to people. If it's clean or not. I sell records for a living, let's say,
my mic too.
and
I think you're there now.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
But I just said I sell records for a living, and I have to grade them. I have to give condition. Well,
Sure.
my opinion of the condition of this record and yours are going to be completely different,
Right.
Yeah.
based on just your knowledge or my knowledge of what's going on. So everybody's definition of what they feel clean, you know, it's interpretive. You know, it's hard to say. So I mean, even all the audience members, if it's supposed to be a clean show, there's some people you can get away with things a little more than others in that same clean audience.
A few minutes to go. Let's get to your dream sketches on Saturday Night Live.
Oh man, well I'm in a sketch comedy group right now. We did shoot our first video. The first one that I wanted to shoot.
What's your job if you're head writer this week?
What are you doing?
So I want to get. I cut you off on first one you wanted to shoot, like your dream
it's fine.
sketch. But if you're a head writer this week, what's your job?
I have one where let's say you and I have a conversation where I appreciate your trim of your beard.
Okay.
And I say, where in town do you go? And you say, oh, you know, I do it in my own bathroom. It's the best place in town. Next morning, I show up at your house when you're in the bathroom in the morning doing your business. I knock on your bathroom door, come in, Chuck, I'm here for a cut. You know what I mean? And then a lot ensues. I don't want to give my whole video away that we shot, but I like just strange situations.
Yeah, like if I had a square right there to get payment.
Right, yeah.
I like
You know?
But weird interpretations of situations where at the beginning it's just a normal conversation with two people, and then you kind of flow into the next day or the next time they see each other, and one of these people has taken it completely the wrong way, you know.
Okay, three topics they should cover on Saturday Night Live next week, and three that would be old news.
If you had to do one.
You're the head writer.
Well, you definitely got to cover the Broncos game, and I think you got to go with Peyton Manning, ineptitude of Peyton Manning. Not that I believe he was in that game, but he's such a big figure on the show. He's hosted the show a couple times, so I think you got to bring in the Super Bowl at some point.
Okay.
Whether it be maybe making fun of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I thought of that'd be a good one. But definitely a Peyton Manning post-game interview.
Like they had the guy from the post State of the Union. They had that woman play a congresswoman, and beat up the reporter.
Right.
That bit was done exactly how it should be.
And the Cheerios commercial. I mean, that's one. If they don't, I guarantee they've got to jump on that, or possibly the Coca-Cola commercial. But that Cheerios commercial could be
the whole issue.
And in my mind, right now, my mind is you start with the biracial couple and the child, and then you turn it into like they had a key party the night before. When they're pouring the cereal. And then let's say a Hispanic gentleman comes out, grabs his keys. See you guys.
Richard Sherman comes out and brags about being the best at one of those ever.
A Native American Indian with the headdress. And then no one breaks the
like
kid.
The Radio Shack commercial, Hulk Hogan and all of the thing from Clash of the Titans.
Clown,
and then a white guy comes out, picks up the kid, and says, "Thanks a lot, y'all."
Thanks for babysitting. There you go. Yeah, thanks for watching my kid.
He's out,
right. Oh, that's awesome. There you go. Right there.
And so.
I would love that.
One more sketch. I still need one more sketch.
Let's try this. I'm not a big.
I need that sketch.
I'm not into politics. I'm not going to do a political one. Let's go.
So tell me the sketch you're going to do.
Okay, let's go with. Oh man.
Let's get the sketch. It's Saturday Night Live.
I know. I'm like
head writer.
Ratings, damn it.
I know. I'm like Lorne. I'm trying.
I got a friend who just walked me and a friend through how it works in there. It's intense. That head writer works a long day. So what's that last sketch?
Okay, the last sketch is going to be me being in a writer's room under pressure of getting that last sketch in for Saturday Night Live.
That's a cop out. Give me three things you can't do. Three things nobody should cover this week that are played out.
Okay.
Chris Christie.
Well, it's Monday. It's Monday. It's tough.
Chris Christie is fat. What are the done topics?
Who's fat? Chris Christie's fat.
I really do not enjoy politics.
Is Bieber a done topic or
no?
I would say the deportation of Bieber might be a little played, but it's something I think they're going to go for. I don't know if I would
What's
do
the
that
time
one.
frame? It happened how long ago, and why is it dead now?
Well, it was about the topic of deporting him.
It happened, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's dead now?
Although he's going to do something new.
I just want your opinion on why it's dead now. You have a good opinion about this stuff, so why do you think it's dead now?
That's how the news cycle works on Twitter and everything, man. It's like, this kid could save a baby kitten tomorrow.
Played out 2 days.
Yeah, this kid could save a kitten from a tree tomorrow, and it'll all be forgotten about.
Great. Give me two more. What else is a played topic?
Well, there you go. Justin Bieber saves kitten from tree.
Yeah.
And
Miley Cyrus
saves himself from deportation.
Oh, that's a good. So there's your sketch. There's your sketch.
No, I have one that Miley Cyrus. I have this thing where I personally always have to call her Miley Ray Cyrus. So I was trying to think of a skit where she goes somewhere where they always call her Miley Ray Cyrus. Or even they do the show on the Miley Ray Cyrus show where everyone calls her Miley Ray.
Right.
It drives her literally insane to the point where she commits, just
crazy things.
craziness.
Like gets naked on
But
a
this
wrecking
week,
ball.
Man, it's Monday, so my mind's still on the game yesterday.
It's all right.
Maybe some sort of opening day baseball joke. I think that's the time now that football's over.
Oh, here it comes. You're right. Here
Yeah,
comes
you
the
can
season.
Definitely get going.
Yeah, you could jump on Alex Rodriguez right now, and you could jump on that guy right now. Steroid
I would love to
testing.
jump on that guy right now.
No,
Thank you.
I'm telling you, you can.
All right.
Not without an assault charge. The next time I come to Ari's Tavern, I'm going to get 5 for 20 shots of Fireball and try their wings. The new flavor is habanero pineapple.
What are we doing Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, we're going to stop in at Devon's Comedy Open Mic, hosted by Abby Alt. Sign up is at 7:45. Make sure you tell her you want to do a huge set. And Devon's Pub and Cigar Bar. Free admission, 21 plus smoking inside. That's going to be hot every Wednesday. 4992 East Hampton, Denver, Colorado, 80202. Go to EUGEShow.com. Tell us about your experiences on the show. What did you want to know from Jeff? Because we'd love to have him back.
Suggestions, we'd love that. Talk to us. What would you like for us to do on the show?
How'd you like the camera switching?
Yeah.
And how was the sound?
Yeah. We need these suggestions. We need to know these answers.
For the show?
Jeff, you did a great job playing the camera.
Did.
The camera angles are brand new, everybody. So
it was really, really cool. But like I tell all our guests, Jeff, there's a lot of comics here in town, a billion of them, and we put people on our show that we think got a shot at this.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I think you got a shot at this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for doing the show.
Thank you, Eugene.
I appreciate it.
nice.
Thank you,
job,
Jeff.
dude. We went a minute over.
All right.
Kids,
So,
we're long.
gonna
Network
go?
is on us.
Network,
we got to
we
play
gotta
that
go?
Coca-Cola Cheerios commercial.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Face forward. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.